Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth-given name. Happy Wednesday, guys. Happy Wednesday morning. Want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as seasoned. Got a word for you. Tap in. So guys, this shouldn't be a long recording, but we will see where it goes. I wanted to drop this while this was in my spirit. So I had one of my staff members to call me this morning, and she was so excited about the documentary that's coming out this weekend. And she want to go out and hang out this weekend and just celebrate. But even besides just going out to physically celebrate with dinner with her, her spirit is so pure when it comes down to the excitement of what is happening in my life. And she has major things happening in her life as well. So I'm sure to support her in her endeavors. So that being said, when you have people in your life who are on their own path, like they're doing their own thing, there's absolutely no room for jealousy, because you're in your lane, I'm in my lane. The thing that she's working on is something completely different from what I'm working on, but she's having much success in that process. And I'm genuinely happy for her. I genuinely support her in whatever way that I could, vice versa. So I say all that to say, my chosen ones, because again, if you're chosen, there's a good chance, not always, but there's a good chance that you dealt with a lot of jealousy and a lot of hate all of your life. Just not now, all of your life. Because remember, there's a favor on you that you now know. You now have tapped into recognizing that favor, where before favor was on you, but you didn't even know that you had favor, right? But they saw it before you even recognized it. So all along, you're trying to figure out, why don't people like me? Why are people jealous of me? Why this? Why that? All this other stuff going on. And the truth of the matter is, there was always a light. There was always favor on your life, even though you couldn't identify it at that time. So many times what happens when that goes on for a long time, or even very early on in life, right? Some of this jealousy, hate, and envy came right within your own households, right within your own families, right within your own cousins, and you got aunts who's jealous of nieces. And again, can also be a spirit within the family, generational curses, conditioning, whatever you call them. But the main point of this recording is this. When I left from visiting one of my clients and again having this conversation with my staff, it just hit me. So when I was driving, I was like, God, it feels so good to finally have genuine support, genuine, all caps, genuine happiness. Like when I showed her a few things, I mean, it's almost like she can't even sit still. Like her spirit is so ignited because she can see where God is taking it, right? Or well, she can't see where God is taking it, but she knows there's something, so her spirit is all ignited and it's pure. So I was like, God, where have this been all of my life, all of the chosen one's life? Why did we have to go through so much hell? Because either people were jealous, envious, we were misunderstood, even when we didn't understand ourselves at times, which all led to people just giving us a hard time, which then led sometimes to us dimming our own lights when we were going through the same struggles as what the haters were going through. They're trying to identify themselves. They're trying to figure out where they fit at in life. They're trying to figure out why certain things happen for you, and you're going through the same thing. The same insecurities that they have, you had. So they're looking at you thinking, oh, well, you're attractive, you get all the guys or you get all the girls. And inside, you're just as broken and lost as them because you haven't really tapped into who you really are at that point. So they're looking at you physically and not even realizing that you guys are going through the same exact things internally. And then they add that extra level of stress onto your life. So you're already dealing with life issues, trying to find out where you fit, all this stuff. And now you got all this foolishness, jealousy, and nonsense and warfare going on, all because of the spirit of jealousy. If you are that person, respectfully, I truly hope that you tap into that place to understand that no one has it better than you. No one has anything over you. Satan has lied to you. Satan has put certain things into your spirit to make you think that when you're seeing certain people, these people have their lives all together. And I'm telling you, it's all a lie. No one has it all figured out. People are going through the same things that you're going through. So I hope that you have really tapped into your true, authentic self, where you're no longer comparing yourself or your life to anyone else, where you truly realize that you're just as beautiful as you deem others to be. You're just as handsome. You're just as successful as you deem others to be. If you really, really want to pay Satan back for all the hell he's put you through, get your life together. Walk in your purpose and your calling, where true confidence really develops. If you want to pay him back for all the torture that he put you through, to have you looking at people and hating people, because it takes a lot of energy to hate people. So if you're that person and he used you to ruin other people's lives, first and foremost, ask for forgiveness, because you attempting to ruin people's lives, or some of you may have, or someone may have, you're going to have to answer to God for that. Because some people abort their true mission because they are afraid to allow their light to shine. They won't even walk in their own purpose. The thing that God is calling them to do right now, let that be stages or just whatever. But now they're so timid because they cower down because of not even, I hope that's not a bad word, but they shrink back, I should say. They shrink back because all of the stuff that you did or said to them or make them feel. So you're going to have to answer to God, right? I mean, as well as them, because regardless of what, you got to push through. You got to push through whatever you're going through, whatever you've been through. You still have to push through to make sure that you are not aborting your purpose and your assignment. That's important. So some people were not born shy, meek, timid. Some people were forced into that. But I thank God I was the complete opposite. I was the complete opposite. It made me want to work harder. It made me want to just keep focused. Like, because, okay, you're not hating for no reason. I don't know why, but maybe it's something. So let me just put my head down and do my work, as Pastor Blix would say. Let me put my head down and do my work and just keep taking one step at a time. And I'm just going to trust wherever God is leading me. He will lead me there. And then he will then send me people who genuinely support and authentically happy for me. And he's done that. So my chosen ones, the download I got today when I was driving, in this season, you better shine. You better shine. Many of you are currently in due season. Some of you are in transformation season, and the doors to due season will open soon. You better shine. You spent your whole life dimming your light because you were told you got too much a light. You got too much attention. You were in households with family members who hated you. And now you're walking around with the seed of defensiveness, right? Because you're protector and you're guarded, you're protective and you're guarded. Do you know that's trauma as well? That's rejection. But in this season, you better shine. It is your time. No more dimming your lights. You've done that all of your life. Those days are over. It is time for you to celebrate your greatness, your victories, and celebrate for all the times you had to dim your lights, all the times you were hated on. Let all that pain transfer to power. This is your season. And guess what? No more spiritual attacks from the jealousy room. You are now protected. You were always protected, but there's a certain grace right now that no matter what they do, they can go visited a freaking witch doctor. They can do whatever they have to do, trying to start some kind of warfare to try to block your blessing. Their time is up. Move while you have this grace right now. A grace that whatever they throw at you is going to bounce off. You wouldn't even care. They could say one thing to you, and they were moving from a place of jealousy when they said it, and it would make you question your confidence or question something. Now, they can say anything to you, and it will bounce off of you because you know it is not you. And I hope you also know that it was never, ever about you. It was about their own insecurities, about their own traumas, their own things that they've been through in their lives. So rather than they sit into their pain and try to work through their pain, they'd rather transfer that stuff onto you, who already have your own pains to begin with. You better shine. Make zero apologies. Because now they're regretting every single thing they did to you. It's your girl, Kizzy Ross.